Everybody look at me, because I'm sailing on a boat. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And I didn't want to do this video because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Stefon Diggs, he missed OTAs today after he was videoed on a yacht in Florida. And it's not that great. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but then we heard the media and Mike Vrabel not happy. And I mean, not happy. Oh, God. Let's just break it down. Let's break it down what we know about this video. And if you want to go watch the video, I'm not going to post any pictures of it because you on a boat. So, and specifically what was seen on the boat. So you can go in the description of today's video, and I got a link to my Twitter that'll show you. So Diggs was on a yacht, Cardi B's yacht to be specific. And the big thing about it was he flashed an unidentified bag of pink powdery substance. I'm not going to say what that is, but if you guys want to infer anything, you can infer to that. And then later, he did not show up to today's OTAs. So I'm going to ask you guys this particular question about this unidentified pink substance. What was in Stefon Diggs' bag? And once again, if you want to go watch the video, it's down in the description and comments of this video below. Wrong answers only. Let me know down in the comments section what was in Stefon Diggs' bag. I'm going to go out there and say one throwback thing that just first thing that popped in my mind by producer Moose. You'll probably laugh at this. I'm going to say Floam. Floam. Floam is what was in Stefon Diggs' bag. So let me know down in the comments. All right. So here's my take on the thing. I'm all for it. It's May, guys. I'm all for having a good time. I was just down back in my home state of Delaware having fun at the beach. Stefon Diggs was having fun at the beach. But you gotta know the cameras are on you at all times. All times. You have phones everywhere. Someone's filming you. Stefon, you gotta be aware of your surroundings, and also just don't do whatever was in that bag. Come on, man. You gotta be smarter than that. You are supposed to be the lead wide receiver of this team. And providing a leadership to some of the new guys. Demario Douglas is still a young guy. Kyle Williams is joining into the NFL as a rookie. He's a rookie. You want to be that leader for him. Like, come on, Diggs. And now, the one thing about this is people are like, oh, he's distracted. He's not worried about the team. I honestly still think Diggs is taking this football season serious. He knows that his career has kind of taken a little dip, especially at the end of his Buffalo Bills career that he saw. And also, he had a great year with the Texans, but now after the ACL surgery, we don't know how Stefon Diggs is going to be. But I can tell you this one thing. He did show up to OTAs last week, and he was also in Florida just training in the offseason, looking very good, getting cuts, making sure that he's in football shape. And this picture from OTAs of him and Kyle Williams, he tore his ACL in the middle of last season, and he's already trying to get back on the field. If you watch Forged in Foxborough, you saw how dedicated he is to this team and how he wants to be back to where he was getting 1,000 yards receiving every single year. He's got to be that leader to Kyle Williams. He's got to be that leader for the New England Patriots and show, yeah, I'm serious. Not going on a boat and then missing OTAs. And the one thing I will say fully about OTAs is they're optional, voluntary. It's not mandatory. So it's okay that Stefon Diggs is on a boat. I don't condone what we saw on the boat. But it's okay to have a little fun. And also, he was apparently in Florida where he's training in Florida. It's not that big of a deal if, hey, on Friday, I'm on the field for 6 hours training, getting workouts, and then Saturday, I'm enjoying the weather. It would be a lot different if this was in January when it's playoff time, or even in the middle of the season when it's November. It's the end of May. Training camp is 2 months away, basically. Preseason is 2.5 months away. This is a lot different than, I'm going to bring up the picture, guys. We remember all the way back And I think it was 2016-17, this specific Giants picture of them all on a yacht. And guess what? This was the week before the Green Bay Packers game in the wild card. And what happened in that game? Distraction. And ever since then, it's always been a joke about the New York Giants that they messed up. And they should have not won. Victor Cruz, who's on the boat, said this is one of the biggest regrets. Biggest regrets. And we make fun of it to this day. But, and there's one big but. And it's Cardi B. You get the joke. It was Cardi B's yacht. Apparently, Stefon Diggs and Cardi B are dating. Good for them. But the one big but is, this is his first year with the New England Patriots. This is Stefon Diggs' first year. And with a new head coach, with a young quarterback, you should be wanting to be with the team at all possible times, learning the system, learning the offense, learning chemistry with your other wide receivers and your quarterback, Drake May. You should not be missing optional OTAs. I get it, they're voluntary, but you should be on the field as much as possible trying to prove yourself that you're going to be that number one wide receiver. This isn't Minnesota. This isn't Buffalo, where you had multiple years and you had chemistry with your quarterback. You need to show up. You have to show up. You can't just walk in August and July and be like, hey guys, yeah, I showed up. I'm just going to go on the field. Your chemistry, you're going to have miscommunication with every single person. That includes your head coach. That includes your offensive coordinator. That includes your quarterback, your other wide receivers, your running back, just everybody on the team. You need to be building chemistry with this roster, especially if you are, I get it, he's 30. He has experience in the NFL, but you need to build that chemistry in your first year with a second-year quarterback. Come on, Diggs. Just show up. You have time during the week to take a private jet and fly. So, I get it, it's voluntary, but I still think he should be with the team at all times. I'm going to ask you guys, are you concerned with Stefon Diggs? Because all over Twitter, you go on Patriots Twitter. I'm in the Pats chat group chat if you guys know about it. And they're all kind of annoyed about it. Me, I'm iffy. I get it. It's voluntary. He's still working out. He still cares, but he needs to show up to this roster. And I'm not concerned, but it really seems like Mike Vrabel has a problem with this. And Mike Vrabel really has a problem with this. And we're going to talk about it. But before you get into it, if you want to go on a boat and wear a nice polo, because that's what I do. If I have a shirt on, it's going to be a polo. So you can get your Patriots polo today for $30, $29.99, chatsports.com/PatsPolo, 65% off. This is originally $80, $79.99. So if you want to go on a boat, you want to be like Stefon Diggs, go and get your Pats polo today. Chatsports.com/PatsPolo. We'll have it in the comments and description of today's video. All right. Let's get into the quote. This was the first question, the absolute first question that was asked of Mike Vrabel in his OTA media availability at noon today. He said, it's something that we're aware of talking about the video. And he was very blunt about it. And the one thing that's stuck with me the most, obviously we want to make great decisions on and off the field. Any conversations that I've had with Stefon will remain between him and I and the club. And if you look at this picture from Casey Baker, shout out to him. And then it was later asked if he was here. And no, if he's not here, you'll find out in a minute. And he was very blunt about it. He said, but no. And you can see Mike Vrabel in that picture right now. He's not happy. He's not happy whatsoever. And Mike Vrabel, he doesn't like that. He is not that type of coach that's going to be, all right, yeah, we can kind of have a little fun here. You don't need to show up to OTAs. It's not a big deal. He's a no-tolerance type of head coach. We've seen it in his press conferences all the way back with the Titans. That's not something that he wants to be dealing with. He wants you to be completely hard-nosed, care about football and only football. We saw it when he was with the Patriots as a player. We saw it when he was a head coach with the Titans and an assistant with the Texans. He doesn't want to be talking about what Stefon Diggs did on a boat. He wants to be talking about football. He wants to be talking about how Drake May did in OTAs. He went 9 for 17, by the way, which we'll get in a video for tomorrow. But his star wide receiver on a yacht is not a good look, especially when you gave him a bunch of money. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look that it shows that it's going to be out in the open that he doesn't care. That's going to be the narrative. He got his money. He cares about going on a boat, being with a whole bunch of women, and not getting ready for a football. And the Patriots, their wide receiver core was awful in 2024. They need Stefon Diggs. I know he's not going to be ready at the beginning of week 1, and that's another excuse that you could possibly say. But they need him because after Stefon Diggs, yeah, I love you, Pop. And I saw a tweet today. His true catch percentage was 92%. Going to be a breakout candidate. Kyle Williams still has to learn. Kendrick Bourne, Javon Baker, and Jalen Polk, they opened up OTAs today and dropped 2 passes. Both of them. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Matt Collins, deep threat, and I love Efton Chisholm. That man is going to make the roster. But last year, Drake May had no one to throw to. And if you look at the stats, they don't lie. 161 catches, 28th in the NFL. Basically 1,700 yards. 32nd, dead last. Touchdowns, only 10. Only 10 between all the wide receivers. 28th in the NFL. They need Stefon Diggs. And if he's healthy, he signed a multi-year deal. He could break that record. The last wide receiver, last 1,000-yard wide receiver that we've seen. I hope it's Diggs. But we have to go all the way back to 2019, where Tom Brady and Julian Edelman were a part of the New England Patriots roster. 1,117 yards. That's the last 1,000-yard wide receiver. That's the last one. You need good wide receivers, and Stefon Diggs has to be that number one and cannot be a distraction. I'll say, do you guys remember the video of the Minnesota Vikings a couple years ago where they asked around the locker room, hey, who would you not let date your daughter? And everybody said Stefon Diggs. That sticks with you. That sticks with you. Do you think he's a distraction? I don't. I honestly don't. I get worked up about this, but he's not a distraction to me. I'm going to go with no, relax. Everybody needs to relax. Type D for distraction or R for relax down in the comments. My final words. This is all I care about. It's the offseason, man. I don't care if he misses OTAs. I don't care if he's having fun. Because let's be honest, if I was rich, I'd be on a yacht too right now. I would not be making a video for you guys. I'd be on a yacht, enjoying the weather. I don't care. I don't care what he's doing. All that matters to me is if he is on the field in September when he's fully healthy and he's productive and he is catching passes, catching touchdowns from Drake May. That's all that matters. If you're productive, if you show out on the field, you can do whatever. That's my final word. That's all that matters. That's really all that matters. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Patriots Today by Chat Sports. And go give me a follow on Twitter or Instagram at @TheRealAlper. I also have that video of Stefon Diggs posted for you guys. So give me a follow. And as always, let's go Pats.